Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Gandalf and I am a former 4th grade teacher who's now teaching middle school, I guess, for the first time this year. So new grade, new room, so it's time to buy a lot of new stuff, right? So here's my first classroom haul of the year. Obviously it's during the summer because that's when teachers shop, right? So I've gone to a couple different places and can't wait to show you what I got. Okay, first place I'm going to show you is every teacher's favorite, right? Target. Okay, I don't know why I keep doing this. Every year, I end up in Target and I end up buying things that number one, I may never use, or number two, break really easily. So I've become more judicious in what I buy from Target. Okay, it's not how it used to be that I would buy all the cutesy things and they were useless, okay? Trying to be more sensible when it comes to Target. So here's what I got. So first thing I got are these Sharpies, okay? And it was, these are 18 Sharpies, and I believe they were $10 at $9.99, and I thought it was a good deal because when I checked on Amazon, it was almost double the price, or at least like $15, and this comes with the metallic ones. So I always end up needing the metallic ones, and nobody ever has at my job. So, yeah, 3 metallic, 15 colorful ones, and these are things that, and my students, they love to borrow my Sharpies. So every year I have to end up getting new ones anyway. So here they are. Next thing I got from Target are these 2 5-star notebooks. And you're probably asking me, why do I have 2 5-star notebooks? Well, so I'm trying to find a way, the best kind of school supply that I could ask my parents to get me. Usually I have to ask them to get me a notebook or 2. We have a general school supply list that's sent out, but then we can ask for things that are a little bit more specific and open house. And what the bulk of what I'm going to be teaching is social studies. So it would be nice, I was thinking, to have something like this. There's a 5-star that they can keep all of their notes in the same place. We can divide it, and it has pockets. So I thought it would be this would be a winning kind of thing. Because if I just ask for the normal spiral bound, we're gonna go through, I'm thinking we'll go through a lot, and then I'll have to ask them to buy a new one. And so I figured let's try, let me see what these are like. Now, here was my situation. I'm going to try something out next year. I'm going to try to have them not use their desk because the classes are switching, right? Because it's middle school. So I don't really want them to keep anything in their desk, but I know that taking things back and forth in the backpack is obviously a pain when you have 6 different classes if you're a middle schooler. So I thought, why don't we do something like this? So I have these book bins, and these are the ones from Dollar Tree, okay? Not the ones from Target. Ones from Target, yes, I know they're better, and they're wider, and they're more durable, but they're $3, and these are $1, and I'm going to have like 60 some odd students. So $1 is going to win. Now I already have a few of these, maybe like 10 of them. I'm gonna have to go and buy more. But the reason why I wanted to buy the 5-star on this haul is because I wanted to see if it would fit and what size would fit. So I picked up 2 of them. I picked up college ruled and I picked up wide ruled. Because I noticed that the college ruled was a little bit bigger. And I said, I wonder if it's going to fit in that book bin. Spoiler alert. It does, but only if you look on the inside, it's kind of like bent on the edge. So it fits, but it's not a perfect fit. And if I want them to have other things in here, it's just not going to work. So, good for me, I also bought the wide ruled one. And that one does fit perfectly, with plenty of space for other things, and it doesn't bend at all. So this is the winner, the wide ruled. So I'm thinking that I'll ask the parents to get me this one, and I probably will do like, maybe have like an information sheet when they come during open house, and just have the QR link for this specific one for Amazon. Because if I tell them, get the wide ruled one, we're gonna get a couple college ruled ones, right? So that's my plan. Also, from Target, from the dollar section, I got a couple of things, okay? That's the section that gets you, right? And the things aren't always quality, but I like this one. I always take pictures of them on their birthday. And even though they're in middle school, I'm going to continue the tradition, right? But this is kind of neat because it will be like, it'll actually say how old they are, what they want to have, you know, what their birthday wish is, and I think it'll be something cool. We could do this with chalk marker, and it'll be something different for them to have a different kind of picture for them when they're in my class. I also got these. These are Busy Bolt erasers, and I don't know if they're really great at erasing, but I figure they're kind of like a, what's the word that I'm looking for? They serve two purposes, right? Number one, they're an eraser, so they're functional, right? And number two, they're kind of like fidgets, right? So I think it's important for them to have things that they can fidget around and just mess around with while they're in class. And so I'll just have like a basket of these, and they can just pick them up and use them as they need them. They can use the excuse it's an eraser, or they can just use them, you know, to fidget and mess around with. So these were from the dollar section. They were $1 each. I got some of these colors, which are like the normal, like bright primary and secondary colors, and these that are more like Easter pastel colors. So I got 2 bags of each. Hopefully this is a good use of my money. On the same idea of getting things that are fidgety, I got these Silly Scents Play-Dohs from Crayola. Apparently they all have silly scents. I was able to get 2 packages that have, so I have 1 of each scent. And I'll tell you how these work out, if the kids like them at all. I just think it's something that's going to be neat to put in the fidget bin. I found this. Now this might be a waste, to be honest. But it was $3, and I said, alright, I'll try it. So it's a puzzle, but when you use this this water mess-free marker, or whatever it is, it'll reveal the design. And it's of the 50 states. The kids will be learning the 50 states this year, and they'll be learning how to label a map. And so this just might be like a fun activity for them that I might have in a busy bin or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it in the, last year I started using like a sandbox with them, even though it was 4th grade. And I did a sandbox for like transition words for when we were writing essays. And I think that I'm going to do that again this year. Just have a couple of different sandboxes. The kids really enjoyed it. The 5th graders and 6th graders, and they would come into my class, they'd be like, oh my gosh, you have sand in here, and they love to play with it. And so you just kind of hide the things inside. So this is like a puzzle, and you can just put the pieces inside, you play with the sand, take it out, build it, use the little mess-free marker. I think it'll be a neat activity. Maybe. Now, this is my favorite part of what I got from Target. I saw it already on a couple of your hauls. Fellow teachers, bless you. And as soon as I walked into Target, I knew that I needed it, because I knew that it had just gotten on the shelves that week. And I wondered if there were any left, and sure enough, there were some left for me, guys, because God was looking out for me. Calm down. Check this out. So many books, so little time. Hello for my little library section. Guys, and look at the picture. Okay, look at the color. Look at the color on this thing. Super soft, this pillow is. It isn't like, it's like a book. Come on, guys. I love this. I love the color, and I'm going to try, so I'm actually going to try to buy a nugget for my class. It's the same color. So I love when things are matchy-matchy, and so I'm super excited about it. Not only did I get this one, I got another one that was exactly the same. Listen, all of you Target teachers, you go in there and you always take up everything before us regular people get to go in. I'm also a Target teacher. I probably shouldn't say regular people. But listen, I've had bad luck. I've been like, oh, I want that pillow. I've seen it on the teacher Instagrams, and I'm never able to find it. This year, I get 2. I'm going to be that Target teacher this year. Not only that, I also found this pillow. I know, it's like super primary. But guys, my bachelor's was in early childhood. So you know what? Primary is always going to be in my heart. That's number 1, okay? It has the ABCs on one side, and it says, now I know my ABCs, next time won't you sing with me? I think it's super cute. It's not as soft as the other two pillows. I will say that. But I don't care. In my heart, I still teach pre-K. And I think the kids will like it. If you're in my class and you like it, just leave a thumbs up down below. Do me the favor. Now to the next store. The next store I went to was Hobby Lobby. And I'm planning on going back because I saw so many cute things. They have so many neat things, especially now for the 4th of July. They have a lot of Americana stuff. And obviously, I'm teaching history and American history at that. So I think there's going to be a lot of neat things that are going to be marked down pretty soon. So I'm planning another trip. Actually, I might have to go this weekend for something unrelated, but because we're making signs for the prayer garden at church, and I need to go buy another sign. So that might be my excuse to go back to Hobby Lobby. Now, this is what I got at Hobby Lobby though. It says, when you win, say nothing. When you lose, say less. Okay, so I am known for having the school's most competitive class. We are very, very competitive. It's like a frat party sometimes in my classroom. We like to play games. We like to compete. But you know, we don't like to boast, right? So just a good reminder for them. I'm sure I have a lot of, you know, competitive sport playing kids in my class, and this is just a good reminder. I probably have it somewhere in the front of the room, maybe next to the time timer. And definitely I love, especially what it says at the bottom, say less. Kyle, this is for you, if you're watching. Next place I went to was Five Below, and I just went to check a couple of things out. I really wasn't looking for anything in particular, but I found a couple of things, so here you go. First thing I found was this dictionary of difficult words. So definitely I'm always looking for I'm always saying that certain words are dead, you know, like said is dead, good, bad. I don't want them to use words like that in their writing. So I think this would just be something fun for them to use. Now, I kind of did buy it mostly because it had the definition of a demogorgon. And I'm on a little bit of a Stranger Things kick right now. I just got into it. I know it's been going on for years. Kids have been telling me for years to watch it, and I just wasn't interested. And then finally, one of my coworkers, she told me, Miss Delafaye, shout out, she told me that, you know, I should watch it, and so I've been watching it. So I've been watching it all summer long. No spoilers because I'm on season 3 right now, but watching an episode a night, and so I thought it was just really neat that it had Demogorgon in it. And then I also have this book, Let's Make Dumplings. Come on, some of my kids like to cook. I mean, sometimes you just have to have books there, I think, of all types in the library section, and I think this is something that they would gravitate to because it's actually, you know, a little graphic novel style, and I think they would enjoy looking at it and being like, oh, can I borrow this and make dumplings at home this weekend for my family? I think that this would be something neat, and I think both of these books are really good quality, I think, for $5. So anything like this, I'll always add to my classroom library. And then I just got a couple of fidgets. This one is a squishy sushi fidget, and actually came with 3, so I like that. And then one of these, this is a pop squeeze, I don't know what they're called, but one of my kids had it this year and I thought it was really neat. So mostly this is for me, but I'll put it in the fidget basket. And if you're asking me why I have so many fidgets, you know, I just think it's important with kids. I really don't do points or anything like that in my class anymore. I just try to meet their needs and have a good system, and by system I don't mean like reward system, I just mean like a good system where we can talk to each other and respect and love each other. And part of loving my students is providing things that help them, you know, meet their needs, their sensory needs, you know, their anxiety needs. And so that's why I think it's important to have things like this in the classroom. I think that gives them a little bit more of a sense of feeling at home and feeling like you care for them. So yeah, I'll gladly spend a few dollars on something like this if it's something that's going to help them. Next, we have a purchase from Ross. Now, I wasn't there But Pookie was there, and she called me and she said, I found this at Ross. Are you interested? She sent me a picture, and yes, of course I was interested. It was like $5, number one, at Ross. Number two, oh, look at this, $4.99. Look at this. It's the United States. It says, "Land that I love, God bless America," okay? And it is a chalkboard. Guys, I'm obsessed with chalkboards. We're gonna have chalkboards all over the room. You're gonna see them all over the class. I already have one, smaller black chalkboard, and I love chalkboards. So this is something that is so beautiful. It has a string, so it could be hung. And so it's just a DIY sign, so I'll probably write something on there with chalkboard markers. I'm not sure what yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. I mean, I think it's gonna be great, fits in with the theme. And yeah, I love bargain hunting, so yay for Ross, this is a win. Next, I placed an order with Amazon. So, you know me, you know how much I love Amazon. People ask me, where'd you get that? I'll say Amazon. I love the 2-day shipping. I love that it's, you know, paid for once when you pay for your Prime membership at the beginning of the year, and then you can get everything in an instant. And so these were actually like free next day shipping for no reason, because I don't need them until we go back to school. But little by little, it's better to start getting everything. And actually, a lot of this stuff didn't really cost me anything, because at the end of the year, a lot of my parents were super generous, and they ended up giving me Amazon gift cards. And that is definitely the right gift. So I had a whole bunch loaded up into my account, and so I just decided to buy some things for the class. Of course, yes, you give a teacher a gift, and they're going to buy things for the classroom. That's kind of the issue. Maybe that's why they give us other kinds of gift cards. Sometimes, like restaurants, do something nice for yourself. But no, I'll always end up going back to the classroom if you give me Visa or Amazon. So here's the first thing that I got. This is a Frigidaire 9-can refrigerator. Do I need this? No. Did I want it? Yes. Sometimes when you work with kids, you just need a little pick-me-up in the middle of the day. Am I right? I'm right. Okay? So, yeah, I don't know. I'll have some Olipop in here or some soda that I won't abuse, but that I'll have for when I need it. And I'm thinking I can, you know, bring a lemon every week and have my lemon water that I'm getting used to over the summer. And that way it'll force me to drink more water during the day. So I can have my lemons in there, and I love the color too. Oh, is it the same color? Yeah, I think I have an issue. I think I really like this color. It's okay, it's not an issue, as long as I can find the things that I like, guys. Also from Amazon, I have this. This is a very big 9-foot long chalkboard sticker. So it's 9 feet long by about this wide. My plan is to cover one of the doors in the classroom with this, and I figure if I put a border around it, it'll take care of most of the door. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see what I have planned for this. And finally from Amazon, a cordless, wireless glue gun. One of my teacher friends, Miss Gonzalez, who's the art teacher last year, she introduced me to this last year, and it was life-changing. And then she left the school, and I couldn't borrow it anymore. We miss you, Miss Gonzalez, for many reasons, not just for your glue gun. But yes, so I decided to get my own this year because, yeah, why not? Definitely going to need this when I decorate the class, and when I do any kind of activity that requires hot glue. So yeah, usually my hot glue gun goes back and forth with me, like from home to school, so this will be like dedicated for the school, for me to use at school. I thought it was a good buy. I think this was a good deal. I think I got this for like 16 bucks. They're doing major sales on Amazon right now, so that's also why I got the refrigerator. I think I got it on sale for $32. So I feel like these are pretty good deals. Next couple things I got are just some textbooks, which I'm not really going to use. It's not the curriculum that I use in the class, but I do like to be inspired, especially by different types of like homeschooling curricula, and some of it I'll use for for tutoring and for things like that after school. But I really just like to look at it like for inspiration and for when I create my own materials. I just like to look at different types of curricula. I have all different types of samples of things. So I got some of this off of eBay. So this is the Not Grass curriculum, Uncle Sam and You. It's actually 2 textbooks, and it deals like very heavy into like civics topics and things like that. And I just think that it's going to just have a lot of information and different ways to say things. You know, when you're giving a lecture, I think that, you know, if you look at the way different things are said, not just the way it's said in your textbook, you'll give a better lecture. So I have those 2 books. The Citizens Handbook, which is really neat. It's full of primary sources. So just different things that different patriots have said, different presidents, pardons, Calvin Coolidge we have here, Barack Obama. So lots of different speeches and primary sources, and I really want them to understand how to utilize primary source documents this year and how to analyze them. So I thought this was a good find. And it also comes with some other, you know, lesson reviews and things like that, tests. So like I said, it's just as I'm creating my own resources, it'll be nice to have these to draw upon. And also I want, this is another thing that I wanted to check out. This is by IEW, and they're just history writing lessons. So like I said, maybe not something that I'm going to utilize as a curriculum, but something that I'll utilize like as a resource and see how they explain things, and if I like it, you know, maybe eventually it can be used in the classroom. And then finally, some things that are not teaching related, but you know, teachers gotta shop for themselves too, right? So I have a couple of things that have come in the mail, like clothing. I have some new socks from Apothecary. These are the Rolls Royce of socks, guys. This one is actually color changing, so it'll change in the, if you're out in sunlight. And then, let's see, I have these 2 that are from Patriotic Pack, just in time for 4th of July. Don't know which one I'm going to wear on the 4th of July yet, but it will be one of them. And then I have these that are gray and blue. So this is like from 3 different drops. I mean, they drop their socks on Fridays. Not every Friday they have a drop. When they do, they sell out pretty quickly. So I was excited to be able to grab these on like 3 different drops. Also, I have this shirt. This is from KJV Prepper, a friend of mine who is in New York, and he does Christian t-shirts and Christian apparel. This is an appeal to heaven. If you didn't know, this is actually one of the original designs of like the American flag. So some people did fly this flag originally before the Stars and Stripes. So this is pretty cool because like I said, I'm going to be a history teacher. So this will be a neat thing to have and to kind of point out and maybe wear sometimes. And finally, some pants, some work pants. You see, it is work related, it's teaching related. These are from Hollister. These are just advanced stretch skinny joggers, and they don't feel like joggers though. They're pant material, so I think I can get away with them. And, well, my recording stopped, so forgive me if the angle is a little bit different, but I did have one other pair of pants, and these are Chino slim straight chinos. So they're just regular slacks, but they're kind of patchwork, like 2 different colors of khaki. So business, but also kind of fun and kind of funky, and that's kind of what my style is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this haul video. If you have any questions about where to get anything, just leave me a comment down below. Please don't forget to subscribe and to ring the bell and to click like. All of those things really help me out. And follow me on Instagram and on TikTok at Lucky Gandalf. And I hope I see you guys in the next video, where I'll be unboxing more things. Bye guys, have a great summer.